Oliver the Owl's Nighttime Adventure. In the heart of a vast, ancient forest, there lived a young owl named Oliver. Oliver was a little different from the other owls. While most owls loved the quiet of the night and the mysteries hidden in the darkness, Oliver was always curious about the world beyond the moonlit hours. He had big, bright eyes that were perfect for seeing in the dark, but Oliver couldn't help but wonder what the world looked like in the daylight. During the night, Oliver would perch high in the treetops, listening to the sounds of the forest. He heard the rustling of leaves, the hoots of other owls, and the scurrying of tiny creatures below. But as the first light of dawn began to creep over the horizon, signaling the end of his nighttime adventures, Oliver's curiosity would start to tug at him. One night, as Oliver sat in his favourite tree, gazing up at the twinkling stars, he made a decision. "I want to see the world during the day," Oliver said to himself. "There must be so many things to discover when the sun is shining." Oliver's parents had always told him that owls were nocturnal creatures, meant to explore the night. But Oliver couldn't resist his curiosity. He wanted to know what the forest looked like when the sun was up and the sky was blue. The next morning, as the first rays of sunlight peeked through the trees, Oliver decided to stay awake. His heart raced with excitement as the darkness faded, and the forest slowly came to life in a way he had never seen before. The shadows of the night were replaced with warm golden light, and the air was filled with the songs of birds greeting the new day. Oliver blinked his big eyes in amazement. The forest was a completely different place during the day. The trees were taller than he had imagined, and their leaves shimmered with a vibrant green he had never seen in the dark. Flowers opened their petals to the sun, revealing colours as bright as a rainbow. As Oliver flew through the forest, he discovered animals he had only heard about in stories. He saw squirrels chasing each other up and down the trees, their bushy tails flicking with joy. He spotted rabbits hopping through the grass, nibbling on clover and playing in the sunshine. He even saw a family of deer grazing peacefully by a sparkling stream. Everywhere Oliver looked, there was something new and wonderful to see. His curiosity led him deeper into the forest, where he found a beautiful meadow filled with butterflies fluttering from flower to flower. Oliver had never seen such bright and cheerful creatures before. Their wings glowed in the sunlight, and they danced through the air like living jewels. "Wow!" Oliver hooted with delight. "This is even more amazing than I imagined." But as the day went on, Oliver began to feel tired. His eyes, so used to the darkness, were growing heavy in the bright sunlight. He knew he couldn't stay awake much longer. But before he returned to his nest, Oliver wanted to see one last thing: the sunset. He found a tall hill on the edge of the forest, where he could watch the sun sink low in the sky. As the sun began to set, the sky turned into a canvas of pink, orange, and purple. The colours were so beautiful that Oliver could hardly believe his eyes. As the last rays of sunlight disappeared, the forest grew quiet again, and the familiar darkness of night began to creep back. Oliver yawned and stretched his wings. He was tired but happy. His curiosity had led him on an incredible adventure, and he had discovered a whole new world. When Oliver returned to his nest, his parents were waiting for him. "Where have you been, Oliver?" his mother asked gently. "I stayed awake all day to see what the world is like in the sunlight," Oliver said, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "I saw flowers and butterflies and so many animals I had never seen before. The forest is so beautiful during the day." Oliver's parents smiled. They knew their son was different, and they were proud of his bravery and curiosity. "We're glad you had such an adventure," his father said. "The world is full of wonders, both in the night and during the day. It's good to be curious, Oliver, but remember to rest when you need it." From that day on, Oliver was known as the most curious owl in the forest. He continued to explore the night, but every now and then he would stay awake to see the world in the daylight. Oliver's curiosity taught him that there is always something new to discover, no matter what time of day it is. And so, Oliver the Owl learned that curiosity is a powerful thing. It can lead to amazing discoveries, new friends, and a deeper understanding of the world around us. The end. Always remember, my friends, curiosity is the key to discovering the wonders of the world.